everybody, Dr. Gundry here with the 3 healthiest vegetables you should eat. You know, vegetables are by far some of the most important foods for health and longevity. But by now, you know all vegetables are not created equal. So today I'm going to share 3 of my favorites with you, and I encourage you to eat them as often as you like. Number 1, the humble mushroom. First of all, mushrooms are increasingly easy to find. Different mushrooms are appearing in our grocery stores. Why? Because mushrooms have incredible properties that you should know about to improve your health, your brain health, and your longevity. First of all, mushrooms contain many polysaccharides. That means multiple sugars. Now, the word sugar shouldn't throw you off. Polysaccharides are sugar molecules that are bonded together with tight chemical bonds that our digestive system does not have good digestive enzymes to break apart to absorb as sugar. But good news is our gut buddies, the gut microbiome, have the enzymes to break these sugar molecules apart, and they eat them. So these are actually prebiotic fibers in mushrooms that the gut bacteria eat, and they in turn make postbiotics. And you've heard me talk about postbiotics before. Postbiotics are actually what helps your gut wall, helps your immune system, helps your blood vessels, and helps your brain, all by giving prebiotics like are contained in mushrooms to your good gut bacteria. As you learned about in my new book, Unlocking the Keto Code, mushrooms are rich in melatonin. Now, melatonin is not the sleep hormone. Melatonin is actually only one of 2 antioxidants in your mitochondria. And as you know, the mitochondria are the key to your short and long-term health and energy. So give them some mushrooms to work with, get the melatonin from the mushrooms. And no, eating mushrooms are not going to put you to sleep. Sorry about that. Try some of the newer ones for maximum impact. Shiitake mushrooms, easy to find now in most grocery stores. They're packed with a polysaccharide called beta-glucan, which is number 1, great for gut health, but number 2 has been associated with reducing cholesterol levels in people who take beta-glucan. How about lion's mane? It's known as the brain supporting mushroom. Lion's mane used to be incredibly rare, but now we're beginning to see lion's mane in many supermarkets. Why do you want lion's mane? Because people who eat lion's mane make a compound called BDNF, brain-derived neurotropic factor. What that means is that BDNF actually makes neurons grow and divide. So can you imagine that you can actually improve your brain by eating a lion's mane mushroom? It's true, you can. Reishi mushrooms are known as the mushroom of longevity. They actually taste kind of like dark chocolate, in my opinion. They're a huge immune booster and a longevity booster as well. Get the simple cremini mushrooms. They're right next to the white button mushrooms. It turns out that the white button mushroom, most people do well with white mushrooms. But as you know, I see a huge number of leaky gut and autoimmune patients. And when we do food sensitivity testing on these people, a number of them test positive for reacting to white mushrooms, but they don't react to the other forms of mushrooms. So if you're at all concerned, or if you have issues with IBS or leaky gut, go for the mushrooms I've just mentioned. Get the brown mushrooms that are in every grocery store and leave the white button mushrooms alone. Finally, I've written and had YouTube videos about portobello mushrooms. They are like a steak in their texture. They make a great pizza crust using them alone. And in my first book, there's a delicious portobello mushroom pizza that you'll absolutely love, and my wife and I enjoy it many times. Get mushrooms into your life. Number 2, now here's one that everybody wrinkles up their noses about, but until you've had oven roasted okra, just stay with me. Okra and other prebiotic-rich plant foods are phenomenal for you. Okra is loaded with soluble fiber, and soluble fiber is what your gut bugs like. And believe it or not, fun fact, okra absorbs lectins. It blocks lectins from getting into you. So the more okra that I can get into you, the better. Now, why do you want these prebiotic fibers? It turns out that prebiotics are what gut buddies want to eat. And as I wrote about in The Energy Paradox and in Unlocking the Keto Code, there's a gut-centric theory of hunger. And what that means is our hunger actually is controlled by our gut bacteria. And if we give the gut buddies what they want to eat, which is prebiotic fiber, they literally send text messages to the brain, and this has been confirmed in human studies, that tell the brain, hey, our needs are met down here.